guys tried to kite harder. And I think this may have actually cost him some of the game. I noted that he still had his heavy horse at his flank, and I knew I had to deal with that. However, if I can at least box down his front line, my front line can definitely beat his front line. However, I made it look as if I was going to use both my Soki Hastati to deal with this unit. However, they weren't going to. I just threw my javelins. However, I believe later on I'll be able to hit the back of this.
For glory!
However, I have to deal with the Soki Hastati. Like I said earlier, these guys could win, and that's why I directly charged. These guys took quite a bit of damage compared to my man who didn't take that much. This legionary cohort is losing to these sword fighters, and that might be just because of the javelins. This is where I started to have micro, and I think if he had micro better, he probably would have won. This unit is routing. He could have taken the opportunity to try to bait these guys over, and then follow up with his Oathsworn. He could have tried to at least flank with his Oathsworn, or put these guys through here and hit the back of this. Then these guys could have followed up and feed this, causing a massive chain rout. Instead, he doesn't, and instead, he lets me sneak one of my units from over here all the way to here, where they attack the back of this. That caused him a lot of problems. He did not charge as well, so my Praetorian Cav will just rip them up. He finally moves his General Oathsworn. He tries to move to the back, however I am able to counter. I decide to move out my Cav because they are more effective in charging. He has two heavy horse that he could have moved. My legionary cohort eventually retreat. Now they should, if he was paying attention to this unit, they could have started engaging these guys. But whatever. I sneak an eagle cohort to behind this unit so they can throw their javelins. I actually wondered, I remember watching a gameplay. It was Emperor Edition, and I was wondering why they didn't bother to, the person didn't bother to just charge it instantly. The reason why is because now they can throw their javelins. This Oathsworn decides to get close to my eagle cohort, which have good melee defense. However, I did this on purpose so I can swarm it. Now, with this Oathsworn gone, I can charge his slingers. However, I also have to deal with his cavalry. Notice how this cavalry unit's still back here, and I did forget about this Soki Hastati, which I will move later on. Over here, my Soki Hastati are starting to lose. However, they can hold up these guys, which cost slightly more, 2 times more than one of these guys for sure. And so, even though they are losing, it doesn't really matter because they're not hitting the back of these guys, at least not yet. This was his biggest blunder in the entire match. He let these guys AFK. I mean, they eventually charged the back of this legionary cohort and will definitely rout them. But it took them quite a while. These guys, on the other hand, are throwing their javelins in the back. tried to attack this unit, but I wanted them to continue hurting the other swarm. I continually charge in the back of this old swarm because these guys are busy. In fact, he also had frenzied charge on this heavy horse, which made them exhausted, made it impossible for them to win the engagement. This old swarm, eventually, the general died, which made this easier. And because these guys routed, I could charge into these guys. My general didn't really do much the entire match. And this battle couldn't have been any worse. It could have been a lot better for him. But it is what it is. Good game, well played. He could have won if he had microed better. I made some serious mistakes that could have been punished. But that's what RTS is, punishing someone's mistakes. Fortunately, I punished him more than he punished me.
Ready and waiting. Quickly now! Quick march!
So I'm just finishing up the remainder of the units around these guys because they'll be a pain in the neck if they survive. Especially if I had no cav. And then I just quickly finish up with the remainder of the boy army.
Orders understood.
I don't know what faction I'll do tomorrow. I may do Armenia, I may do Boy. I will not be doing the nomads probably until Friday. My cav actually did route, which is surprising, because these guys were exhausted, but that's what it is. He just frenzied charge again to get to my general.
Yes, Commander. Orders understood.
These guys will route as well. And I didn't know that sword followers could beat legionary cohort until after I played this battle.
At speed!
Good game, well played.
Advance! Riders! Advance! Advance at speed! Advance at speed! In service to Rome! Engage! Nicely now! For glory!
I ended up with 1,418 losses and I killed 1,534 men. I deployed 1,950 men. He deployed 1,800 men, lost 1,546 men, killed 1,398 men. Even though I brought more men and I killed more men, I still could have lost. And I was actually surprised that I didn't. But like I said, micro mistakes happened and that's how you get punished. I won't be casting another replay today. I might cast one tomorrow morning. So thanks again for anybody that's still watching, or probably everybody's gone now. But just thanks for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow.